Hey guys, what's up? It's me, LegoLee329 here, and this is going to be a very different video. If you follow my channel today, seen my review for the Tantive 4 or my Star Wars collection video, you would know that today, October 17th, 2019, is my 10-year anniversary, and I showed a lot of enthusiasm in those two videos because I needed to. But this video here is going to be unlike any video I think I've ever produced. This video is going to be pretty much unedited. It's just going to be me reflecting about my time here on YouTube. It might be 30 minutes long, might be an hour, might be 6 seconds. I don't know. This video is unplanned, unscripted, mostly unedited. I'll add an intro and I'll cut out if anything terrible happens, like I start coughing uncontrollably. But if I need a drink of water, I'm gonna take a drink of water because you have no idea how many times during a review I talk for so much and there's so much stuff in my mouth and I'm like, and then I had to get a drink of water and be like, ooh. Seriously, like this video, it's gonna be very laid back. I'm literally sitting in a gaming chair, a very comfortable gaming chair that kind of rocks back and forth because I want to be comfortable for this video. I want you guys to feel like you're just kind of having a little conversation with me in my bonus room, my studio here. This is going to be a very different video. It's going to be completely unedited and unhinged. This is just me reflecting about my time on YouTube. So let's talk about that. I'm LegoLee329. I think you guys know that. Lee is my real name. 329 is my birthday. Those are very commonly asked questions. That's where the numbers came from. And yes, I am Lee. I didn't just randomly pick that. It just so happens I be obsessed with Lego. And my name begins with the same two letters that Lego does. LegoLee just rolls off the tongue greatly. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me a name that just happens to correspond with my biggest passion in life. Now, let's talk about this. 10 years on YouTube is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe I've been on YouTube for 10 years. That is insane to me. Because it's been almost half my life. Not quite, but almost half my life. Now, here comes the backstory. Here comes the backstory of LegoLee. Now, I have made a video in the past. I made it for a project in one of my classes in college. I think it came out 2 years ago. It was called My Story LegoLee329. It's a good video, pretty proud of it. Check it out. So I'm not going to do quite as detailed or brief an explanation as that video did. But basically, the summer of 2009. Now, I've been obsessed with Lego my entire life. Like, I can't remember a time that I wasn't obsessed with Lego. I had memory of Lego when I was like 2 or 3. Like, it's been pretty much my entire life. Like, ever since I, graduated from not wanting to eat the pieces consistently like a little tiny infant child, I've been obsessed with Lego. So, I've been playing with Lego for, probably 9-10 years at this point. And now it's summer 2009. I am 12 years old, and I finally get my own laptop. Now, my older brother was going to college. And like a lot of people who go to college, they want to get, a better laptop, a better quality laptop so they can, go to school and have the highest quality of, whatever. That's besides the point. I got his hand-me-down laptop. I had no idea how to do anything on the laptop. I remember the background was something, like the screensaver was something very specific to my brother, and I didn't know how to change it, so I just had this screensaver that meant nothing to me and kind of like was weird to me, and I was like, I don't know how to change it because I'm a dumb 12-year-old. So I was not tech savvy at all. I wasn't one of those like computer kids. This is my first laptop. I didn't have a phone or anything at this point in time. But when you give a 12-year-old kid a laptop, and that 12-year-old kid happens to be obsessed with Lego, what does he look up online? Lego, of course. So the summer of 2009, I discover Lego YouTube. I knew what YouTube was, obviously. I thought it was that thing that your friend came over to your house. It's like, let's watch this weird cat video. Like, that's what I thought of YouTube. I didn't realize that a YouTuber was like a thing. I didn't know that people like went on YouTube and made videos just like from their garage for fun. Like, I didn't realize that was a thing. But I discovered Lego YouTubers. And there were 3 guys. There's a lot of Lego YouTubers I love, but 3 guys that like inspired me. These are the guys that I wanted to be, and I ultimately ended up becoming like those guys and actually becoming friends with all 3 of these people, which is kind of wild to think about. I became friends with my heroes at the time. But one guy, Shot99. I'm still Facebook friends with the dude. He's a super cool dude. Really nice guy. He doesn't really make videos anymore, but super chill dude. I think he wrote like a book recently. Like, good for him. LegoLee329. This man made Lego reviews, and he just made Lego reviews. That's all he did, and he was great at it. At least I thought he was back in the day. He was so good at it. I loved him, and he was really my main inspiration. I even copied his style, which was like holding a camera and filming it on the carpet. Now, eventually I changed all that as my channel grew, but originally that's how my videos used to go, which was inspired by LegoLee329. Then there's this kid, his name was Holy Grail 903. This guy had the ultimate Lego Castle collection. I was pretty obsessed with Lego Castle at the time. Lego Castle was still a theme that was, being... See? Look, unedited video. I'm not going to cut that out. And I need some water, so here we go, y'all. Okay, Holy Grail 903. Big castle collection. He made tons of cool castle videos. Castle was still a prevalent theme at the time. His castle collection, my Star Wars collection now is way bigger than his castle collection ever was, but at the time, to a 12-year-old, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy has my dream. He has so much Lego Castle. It was sick. I loved it. And then there was LegoMation Studio, who did all these Bionicle videos, which Bionicle was the first videos I actually made with my Matt Newey mom. We'll talk about that in a second. LegoMation Studio did all these really cool Bionicle videos, and I kind of copied his style, or was inspired by his style to an extent. Now, I didn't know how to do anything YouTube related. I didn't have a YouTube account, I just looked them up and watched their videos. However, my mom, love you mom, shout out to her, she had a blog spot, like a blog at the time, so she showed me how to make a blog. So I made LegoLee, that's where the name came from, became this blog. Now, again, I was 12. I didn't know how to write. I was, just coming out of 6th grade. I didn't know how to write anything, so I was writing blog posts about Lego, but the English and the grammar and the punctuation was so bad. It's pretty embarrassing to look back on it, but also kind of cute. Just little Lee trying his hardest to make a post. But I did that for a bit. I think I had maybe 12 followers. I had one buddy who I communicated with, but for the most part, my blog was a failure. But I was young. I didn't really care. Eventually, I got my laptop. I figured out how to record stuff on, of all things, Photo Booth. You remember Photo Booth? No one uses it anymore. Snapchat has kind of replaced Photo Booth, but Photo Booth was the original thing where you could put your head in a filter and it would change the way you looked, and it was really funny, especially to young kids growing up in the mid to late 2000s. Photo Booth was the coolest app on the MacBook computer, and you could film videos on there. So I filmed with the webcam on Photo Booth. Sound quality was absolutely abysmal. Mirror, literally a mirror. It was mirrored image. The image was literally mirrored. Just imagine this, but flipped. So Star Wars, you can't read it because it's backwards. Seriously, so bad. I made my first videos on Photo Booth. It sucked. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But I did it. I made videos. I made a video of my Matt Newey mocks. I filmed it in my kitchen. I put a laptop on a kitchen stool and filmed it on my kitchen table. My dog Snickers, who is still alive today, she's 16-year-old. Love you, Snickers. She is a beagle and she's going, "Arr!" She's howling in the background like a freaking beagle always does. And it's terrible. It's really bad. And I think the funniest thing was I wasn't very articulate, and my voice was 12-year-old me. My voice hadn't dropped yet, y'all. I still had a really high-pitched voice, and it's so funny to look back on my old videos and be like, oh my gosh, that's what my voice used to sound like. So, yeah, 12-year-old me made a video, and here we are now. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I'm a hugely successful YouTuber, because I'm not. 5,500 subscribers is cool, and it really blew my mind, especially when I was younger. Looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, there's so many people who have, 18,000 to millions of subscribers, whatever you name it. There's so many big accounts that, my account really isn't that big, and it definitely fell off, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it's still cool to me that I did this YouTube thing, and I don't think I was particularly good at it. I was really bad at it, but for some reason, people watch my videos. And I gained a following. And before even my 1-year anniversary, I had 1,000 subscribers and I had achieved YouTube partnership. I started getting paid money from Google when I was 13, which is super cool, I think. Just to say that, Google paid me money as a 13-year-old is so out there and weird, and I haven't met anybody else besides people at LEGO conventions and whatnot who can say the same thing about their lives. So all of that is just really cool to me, and I'm really glad that that has, happened in my life. And this YouTube channel has been a big part of my life for a long time, for 10 years. And just to put that into perspective, I was 12 when I made my first video. So if you can do some basic math, I'm 22 now. I graduated middle school with this YouTube channel. I graduated high school with this YouTube channel. And now, recently, just a few months ago, I graduated college. I am a college graduate, and I still have this YouTube channel. That's crazy to me that I have stuck with it for this long, and that some people still watch, not nearly as many as used to, but some people are still out there. I have my Instagram account that has over 3,000 followers, which I think is doing really well, and I'm very thankful for that. Like, it's blowing my mind that this has lasted so long, and the fact that I am able to celebrate a 10th anniversary of something that I've created. Like, it's one thing to celebrate a 10th birthday, you don't have to work, you just have to survive to become 10 years old, right? But I made LegoLee. I built LegoLee by myself. No one helped me. No one helped me. I mean, eventually some people helped me, but no one helped me start this channel. It was my idea. I made the username, I made the videos. I guess my parents paid for the laptop that was a hand-me-down for my brother, but besides that, all this was my creation that I made. Basically what I'm saying is LegoLee329 ultimately is the best mock. My own creation, LegoLee329 is my own creation. I built this from the ground up like you would build any normal Lego set, which I think is super cool. And now it's time for a little bit of water because I have a lot of saliva in my mouth from talking so much. Okay, let's continue. I actually might edit this out because I'm choking a little bit. Alright guys, I lied. I had to edit that out because I started choking on my water. Which is something I think, deserved to be edited out. But let's continue talking about, kind of my retrospective on my LEGO career. Some of my favorite memories, getting a partnership was huge. Being the first to review any set is huge. I was the first to review a set a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you can see in the frame here, can you? It's right there. The Mandalorian ATST Raider. First review on YouTube. This guy, I was also the first to review that Olaf set, which, you know what? No one watched that video. It's fine. I still have I can still brag about being the first to review that set on YouTube. So yeah, being the first to review anything is huge, and it helped my channel. I was the first to review the Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl set, 20,000 views. Doing stuff like that is so cool to me. And it's just fun to say that. And I've uploaded 750 videos, which is, I think, a pretty good amount. And just averaging that out over 10 years is still, 75 videos a year, which is more than one video per week. It's a really good average. I've been pumping out this stuff for a long time. And I think the cool thing is, me making videos on YouTube was kind of the jump start into my major in college. I went to High Point University, go Panthers. I majored in electronic media production, which is a fancy way of saying, things like videography. And it's super cool that I think the reason I got into videography is because I started making videos when I was 12 years old. If I didn't make this a YouTube channel, I don't think that would have happened. I kind of wonder what my life would be like if I didn't make this LEGO YouTube channel. Would I still have all this LEGO? I feel like I probably still would have been collecting some LEGO, but to the extent that it is here, these giant collections and displays, would I have that? Who knows, man? It's crazy. It's crazy how this LEGO YouTube channel has just kind of dictated my life. Not really dictated, but it's really helped my life. And I love the community that I discovered online. The LEGO YouTube community, I'm not as involved as I was when I was younger, but I still am, and it's still cool. And I've met so many people. There's literally people I talk to online, and then you get their Skype or their Snapchat or something, and then you start talking online, and then you meet them at a convention like Brick Fair, and now they're your real life friend. That's wild to me. That's something that this generation, my generation, is the first to really experience. I get to experience this whole like making friends online, you know, not getting catfished, making friends online that are like real genuine friends that I still communicate with. And I'm finding the same thing out on Instagram. Like my Instagram page, I get a lot of messages from people and I've made a lot of friends and buddies, which is super cool. And one of the coolest things is I'm starting to see on Instagram these people that are like these kids, legitimate kids, who message me and they're like, hi, I'm 12 years old and I like Lego. And I'm like, dude, I was you. I used to be you. I was a 12-year-old who liked Lego. And they're like, can you give me some tips to make YouTube videos? I'm like, heck yeah. Like, I want to help, you know, basically train the next generation of LegoLees. Like, that is super cool to me. And kids are like, hey, I'm being bullied because of my obsession with Lego. And I was like, dude, same, that happened to me. One, if you are being bullied because of Lego, that's stupid. No one should ever bully you because something you're actually really passionate about. Also, two, it gets better. Trust me, it gets better. The older I've gotten, the cooler your friends and people start to think it is. Those bullies, they fade away, they become delinquents, they have no lives. You, though, continue to collect Lego, continue to pump all your passions into your favorite thing. Never be ashamed about that. I think that's a message everybody needs to hear. But seriously, like, the older I've gotten, my friends are like, dude, your Lego collection is awesome. And now people come over to my house and they're like, this is super cool and I'm jealous. And it brings them memories of their childhoods and all that stuff. So yeah, like, long story short, if you're being bullied, you'll get through it, trust me, and it gets better, y'all. So yeah, it's just super cool to have discovered a community of people like me, because there aren't really that many people like me. Like, there are, and they're vocal online, but I wouldn't say that most schools, like high school, middle school, which is a pretty, you know, tough time for a nerdy kid. At least it was. It's getting a little easier. Nerds are starting to rule the world now. But you think about it, like, nerdy kid, there weren't too many people like me. Everyone likes sports and all those things, and I love that stuff too. And I had friends. I wasn't like a complete loser. I mean, I kind of am. But like, I wasn't that big of a loser. And, you know, basically, it was hard to make friends who had these same passions that I did. Even in college, where there's thousands of people, it's like you didn't meet people who were obsessed with Lego. There's not that many adults who are obsessed with Lego, but online I was able to meet some and find people I can talk about this with that I'm very passionate about, and actually meet them in real life and become friends. So that is super cool. So YouTube gifted me a community. It gifted me my passion for filmmaking and film and videography and my major in college. And now I'm graduated from college. I'm beginning my professional career pursuing similar things like Lego YouTube, and it's all thanks to LegoLee. It's all thanks to this, to LegoLee329. Now, there's a lot more I could definitely say. I could sit here and ramble on about this for hours. I know I could, but my battery is running low. Yeah, see? Uncut, guys. Battery is running low. I need to cut this video. I don't want it to be too long, but this is just kind of a reflection of where I started, where I've come from, where I am now, and LegoLee, it's in full force. Since I graduated college, I have more free time. I can make videos. I'm living here with my studio now. So more videos to come, more cool content, and my Instagram page, I am pumping out daily material. Like, seriously, there's a post a day on my Instagram. Please go follow and check that out if you would. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd be kind of surprised if you aren't subscribed by now if you're watching in the 20th minute or so of this reflection video. But thank you guys so much for everything you've done for LegoLee and all the great memories. And here's to 10 more years. Here's to 300 more Lego Star Wars sets. Who knows where the future is going to take me, but I'm excited for the wild ride I fully expect it to be. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.